When it comes to core work and preventing lower back pain, a lot of us tend to think planks, side planks, and the McGill Big Three. While that last part is a progression, and if you've subscribed down below, you'll have seen a common bird dog or the top 3 mistakes for the bird dog video, there's a lot more to it than just core strength and having good posture. Today's exercise, we're going to show you how to get better movement from the hip while getting the inner thigh muscles to have better length and strength through the length and allow you to be able to feel better on and off the bike. The half kneeling adductor walkout is a fantastic exercise when it's done right. Now the setup is really important. You'll notice as Jordana begins here, her foot is even with her hip. Now some of you are going to be closed in through the hip. The TFL will be a little bit tight, so you can take that foot a little bit back. Let's just show that a little bit there. Or your adductors are really tight. So go wherever the leg will allow you. What's important here is we want to have the knee straight but not locked out. Now from there, you'll notice that Jordana is in a nice neutral spine. It needs to stay this way the whole way with the chin tucked back. Now from here, she's going to get a full 360-degree brace, and she's going to very carefully take her hands and walk herself out, bringing her hips and her shoulders forward at the same time. She's aiming to feel if and when she loses the control between her midsection. Now when she does, she's going to pause there, take a deep breath out through the mouth. Good, and then she's gonna keep that brace, and then she's gonna walk back as if she's going into the bottom of a squat. Now this back part is where a lot of people go wrong. They'll round their back. There you go. You're only gonna go as far back as you can, maintaining that neutral spine. How's that feel in the inner thigh? Yeah. Stretch or not really? A little bit. Okay, so let's try and go back a little bit and unweight the hands. There you go. Now if you need to, if you can keep going, you can even walk the hands onto the upper thigh, but we want to make sure that you're not putting too much pressure and getting a super aggressive stretch. There you go. So this is the back of the position. Let's go back forward again. And when we do these adductor walkouts, 2 important things. Number 1, neutral spine. Number 2, it is not an intense stretch of the adductors. We want just enough. Now let's show a little bit of a faster speed. So let's go all the way back and all the way forward. Now as you do this, as you get better at the skill of maintaining neutral spine, you can increase the speed at which you go through. And all we're doing is teaching you to move about the hips and to teach those adductors and to keep the toes on the ground on the outside foot. There you go. That's going to help you stretch them out a little bit more and be able to maintain a good posture. Now this is very different than anything you'll go through on the bike, but that is the point, is we're trying to work on hip external rotation on that left side while going through a normal rotation on the right side. Really important to take your time as you're going through these. A set of 4 or 5 is fine. Again, neutral spine, midsection, full 360-degree brace. A set of 5 for those of you who are new at this, or less if you can't keep great technique, or if you find these to be pretty easy as Jordana's doing, I'll even have her go through a set of 10, but you don't want to end there. So you actually want to end in the same position that you started in. There you go. So you walk yourself back out and then switch knees from there. Now that's really important because a lot of people who are flexible like to go back into that position, so it's not just her. But what happens when you do that is then you're placing a lot of stress onto the capsule of the hip, which we want to avoid. Now if you found today's video useful in helping you learn a new core exercise, which is going to help you improve your hip movement and get better length through the adductors, make sure you're hitting subscribe down below, and then head on over to the Human Vortex Training website to get your free gift. Until next time, remember, train smarter, not harder, because it is all about you.